friends, and welcome to today's video. I'm driving out to the Mazatzal Mountains for some great trail work back up at Bear Spring. I'm really excited to share yet another volunteer experience with y'all this time and show some of the great work that the Arizona Trail Association is doing out here to keep this trail so well maintained. I've heard some great things from thru hikers and the Arizona Trail Association about the things they're hearing from thru hikers, that a lot of people consider this to be one of the best maintained long distance trails in America. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely a brutal environment, and that takes its toll even just between years on this trail. So since the last volunteer experience we did up in the Mazzies, if you haven't seen that yet, you can check that out right up there. That was on Halloween weekend of 2020. So it's only been like 6 months since that whole thing, and there's already more work to be done on the exact same bit of trail. There were some pretty big windstorms and snowstorms that hit the Mazzies, especially up close to the ridgeline where the AZT is, and that really affects the trail. It brings down more deadfall. There's obviously the normal vegetation that just grows that you can't control that. So there's constant maintenance and upkeep that has to happen on these trails, even though I've been up there, twice already in the last 365 days. There's more work that needs doing. There's always more work to be done. There's always something you can polish up. So let's go have some fun up in the Mazzies and get some good work done, friends. Come along in the adventure. Alrighty, friends, all geared up with my pack, my hard hat, and my gloves and everything. Now time to go up the Y-Bar Trail. Got about 8 miles to do. It's 1:30 right now, so should be a good hike. Hopefully I'll be up there before dark. Last time I did this, it took me about 4 hours, so should be all right. It's a little windy, so I don't know how much footage I'll be able to get of me talking on the way up, but I'll definitely be sure to share those views. So let's get started climbing up this thing, shall we? Amazing to think that this is what the Mazzies used to look like before the big fires. The whole range was covered in pines. Pretty nuts. I talked a bit about the fire history in the Mazzies in one of my previous backpacking videos. If you want to check it out, see it right there. That's when I did about 30 miles a little bit further north on the Arizona Trail. Same passage though. All right, so we got about 4 more miles left, but most of the crazy climb is out of the way. We're just about to the Cactus Ridge or Cactus Saddle. And as you can tell, the wind is picking up because we're getting close. Pretty much from there, it's kind of just a traverse underneath Mazatzal Peak. And not too much up and down, and that connects to the AZT, which is the ridge line. And then from there, it's like 2 miles of flat and downhill. So this is about it for the crazy uphill. There's a few small spots, but nothing nuts. So we're gonna start making a little bit better time now. Definitely is a beautiful day for a hike. Just a little warm, but we're making it happen out here. Well, check it out. There's actually a little seep of water here in the Wybar Basin. That's so cool. I didn't see this last time I was up here. It's so good to see some flowing water. It's awesome. Definitely a little green, but the plants certainly look happy. Fantastic. Alrighty. We got 1.5 miles-ish. Ooh, it's muddy. Ooh. We got about 1.5 miles till we're at the Mazatzal Divide and AZT. So we're just going under Mazzy Peak now. It's relatively flat, and we'll be there soon enough. Alrighty, friends. Here's the Arizona Trail. That's where we came from. And that's where we're going. It's now just after 5, so we should make it with enough light to set up the tent and everything. So hopefully I can also collect some water from the spring before it gets too dark, but if not, whatever. I got the headlamp. Should be there in like 45 minutes, hopefully. So let's get it. Now comes my final descent into camp. Just got to go over the saddle and contour that way just a little bit. And I'm at camp. So about 1.5 miles to 1 mile left. Feels good. I helped build this drain last October. It looks like it survived the rain and the snow. I'm happy. This is kind of cool, feeling some personal investment in the trail, more so than just a thru hike. Obviously that's meaningful, but to actually have a piece of trail that you know you helped make it better, and to figure out you did good work, I don't know. A little sense of pride. I didn't expect that. Ah, cool. Just a little bit further till camp. I guess we have pack goats this go around. Very friendly. Pack goats. Hi. This is very friends, I just got done setting up my tent. Now it's time to get a bit of water. This Bear Spring kind of looks like a portal to another dimension. I love it. I absolutely love it. Looks like there's plenty of good water recharging it. Looks like it's overflown a little bit. So it's cool. Really, really cool. Good morning, friends. We're currently on our way up passage 23A, section A of passage 23 of the AZT. Doing some trail work today. We're gonna be doing a whole lot of brushing. It sounds like primarily on this end of the trail. Where we're camping is right on the border between 23A and 23B. So half the volunteers went to 23B, half of us are going to 23A. It sounds like, at least on this section though, it's primarily overgrowth that we're trying to handle today and some fallen trees. We're gonna be hiking about 2 miles to the work site. Just filled up on water, had a nice safety briefing, and now headed out to work. We've done a little bit of trail bed work and a whole lot of brushing. Here's some of our latest work. This used to be almost like a jungle of these little oak saplings, because according to the steward of 23A, an awesome dude named Roger, shout out to him, since we're on the north face of this mountain here, this doesn't get as much sun. So this is where the snow sticks to more and slowly seeps in. And also because it doesn't get that direct heat, it stays a little bit more moist in the soil, and that's what the oaks really like. So as you can see here, kind of it's like a hedge on either side. We just had to cut all this out. It was all encroaching on the trail pretty bad. As you can see, it looks like some dreamy single track now after some hard work. Next time you're out on the trail, think about the hard work that had to go into making the route you're on, and maybe even consider giving back and helping make the trail as good as it can be for other users. It really does fill you with a sense of pride and ownership of the trail, so it's really cool.
Vince threw a rock at me. It was a pebble.
All right, friends, just got back to camp, filled up my water a little bit, took a nice hike back to Bear Spring. Now heading back to camp. Camping with some great people up here. It's a great time. I'm glad I could be out here, and I'm glad to be sharing it with you. Talk to you guys in a bit. So friends, I think I learned the single greatest thing today. The goats that I'm camping with are named after writers and other important names from the conservation movement in the early 1900s. Leopold, Thoreau, Muir. It's pretty awesome. I definitely approve. I definitely approve. So now we're all in our warm clothes, ready for the night. Gonna sit down, maybe around a campfire, depends if this wind dies down or not. But gonna go have some dinner, hang out with everybody. Thanks for coming along on this trail building experience today. We have one more day of that tomorrow. Really excited for that. We did some great work with some rocks today and a lot of brushing. It was a really great experience. I learned a lot, and I'm really looking forward to working more out here in the Mazzies. I'm not sure, I don't think I've told you guys yet, but I'm officially now a steward for Passage 23, Section C of the Arizona Trail. So I'm really going to be digging into that project once I return from Lake Tahoe for my summer job. So this fall, expect all sorts of trail building and volunteering and just great stuff on the Arizona Trail. And if some of you guys want to come out and volunteer and help out, keep this trail alive, keep it rocking, you can go to aztrail.org/volunteer and sign up for a volunteer opportunity. They're posting them all the time. And if you're a local, you can favorite specific passages and get an email notification whenever there's an opportunity posted in those spots. That's how I got notified about this whole Mazzy experience this weekend, because I favorited it and I got a notification, signed right up. So anyway, guys, let's go have some dinner.